Just the usual. 3 lines. Oh, you see, you've ruined it now already. First thing you said.
You want to be a barber?
I probably decided to be a barber when, well, I never really got into uni type thing. And I just thought something that's easy to get into, to start doing as a job in case rugby went a bit wrong. But and obviously it's always handy to have someone to have cut hair and stuff like that. Although it might not be the best, but it'll do the job. Second year 20s, started learning about around the Six Nations time, and just learnt at a wee shop, a training academy, just round the back of Sight Hill. So quite close to where I am, so it was pretty easy to get to. And it was one night a week for, I think it was 15 weeks or something like that. So just at the start it was a wee bit sketchy trying to learn how to do stuff, but you actually pick it up quite fast, which is alright, it's quite good. And luckily I had a few volunteers that were willing to give me their heads for a few cuts.
Is it true you ruined Crosbie's hair?
To be fair, like, you try and do it as much as you can. So I just try and get as many guys as I can to cut their hair and stuff like that. It's basically like rugby, the more practice you get, the easier it gets type thing. So you try not to worry about screwing it up, but just got to back yourself really. First person in the squad I cut was I'd probably have to say Luke, to be fair. Loyal. He's stuck with me since.
Thank God you've got better as well. Like. I just had to wear a hat and not look in the mirror, to be honest.
I'm getting set up here. Just when the boys want it, pretty much. It's never a set thing. They'll come up to me and ask, is it alright if I get a chop and stuff like that. Usually it's the one time and then I never see them again. But yeah, whenever they need a haircut, I'm always willing to help out as much as I can, pretty much, and see what new lids I can come up with. To be fair, from the boys that I've cut, the best hair in the squad, most hair is actually not too bad to cut. The hardest hair is probably, for me anyway, is the curly hair or long hair, because you're so used to trying to, obviously a fade's quite a big thing now, and a lot of boys will go for it now, so you just get used to doing that, and the more you do, the easier it kind of gets. And the ones that you don't do as much, the long hair, like when you had some boys kicking about with that, you're not used to doing it as much, so it's probably find that a bit harder, the boys with the curly hair. Yeah, as I say, the most popular cut is probably a fade. You can see a lot of the boys kicking about with what we're doing with Luke here is the gradual build-up, light at the bottom, and you'll see a blend type in the middle. And I think that's pretty trendy at the minute, so a lot of boys will go for that, and it's easy, an easy thing to get rather than worrying about bits of hair going all over the place. You've got long hair and stuff like that. So.
Good now, they've improved a lot, but obviously when I was starting out, being a good mate in that, I'd obviously sacrifice my head for him to get better, and obviously this is now the work's paid off and he's a lot better than he was, so aye, he's good now. It's never a free haircut, they always make me buy his lunch or something like that, or have to buy him a wrap and a bottle of iron brew, sugar free obviously, today, so like that.
Keep him lean.
Aye. We need to keep him happy because I don't want him to butcher me again, so you don't ever want to get on the wrong side of your barber.
Obviously, I think for me, rugby is kind of the big thing that I want to go ahead and do as well as I can in rugby. But I think I've been quite keen to get into a shop and see what it's like to be in an actual shop type thing. Because obviously doing your mates is good, but you don't get that experience that you do in a shop, like kind of sticking to a time limit almost to try and make your money. So I reckon it would be good to get into a shop, get some experience before I ended up opening one. But yeah, I wouldn't mind opening one. I think it would be pretty cool. For after rugby, I think it's just that there's kind of one of the reasons that I did it. It was easy to pick up rather than doing a 4-year course at uni. So I think for me, I'm more a practical learner. So doing this is a bit easier than going to a 4-year course for uni for me, to be honest. Obviously keep it going over the years hopefully and then see how it goes. So the courses that I did, the first one that I did was a pretty basic one. Just getting to know the start and the beginnings of it. And then I did a more advanced one the year after that, just to try and get back into it and get it back in with a teacher that teaches you new things and what best ways to keep improving and stuff like that, pretty much. Similar to rugby, obviously you've got to keep training to keep it improving and stuff like that. So definitely, and there's the one about the beards. Obviously the beards is becoming a more style for guys. So a lot of it's just trying to keep the shape in the beard and stuff like that. So it would be something I'm definitely interested in. Yeah, I've cut my dad's hair a few times. But he's one of those guys that he's not too fussed about it, so he'll just take whatever's on the go, but no baldies yet for him.